and protect that constitution under which he has been sworn in.
Uganda is mourning the death of one of its most distinguished legal minds, Professor George Wilson Kanyeihamba, a retired Supreme Court justice, constitutional law expert, and human rights advocate. He passed away on Monday morning at Nakasero Hospital, where he had been admitted for weeks battling complications related to diabetes. He was 84 years old. In Kabale, where his legacy continues to shine, members of the legal fraternity and academia are paying glowing tribute to a man they call a pillar of constitutional justice.
I really mourn his passing. I grieve his passing. But I also want to celebrate his life. He did not live in vain. He was an academic giant. He was a very great scholar. When I was in law school at Makerere University, I had the privilege to listen to him several times whenever I would come to law school to deliver keynote addresses and lectures on constitutionalism. His textbook, The Constitutional History of Uganda, was actually the major textbook at law school we used to peruse and study for classes of constitutional law. So I remember him as an eminent scholar. I remember him as an astute author. I will remember him as really a man who contributed a lot to the development of the jurisprudence of this country. He's a giant, no doubt. He will be one of those people. I'm sure history will be so kind to, because of his contribution to legal scholarship, his contribution as a statesman, as a nation builder, as a political ideologue, as a great thinker. So I will really, we will miss him, but we also recognize that he has lived the full age and he was in the evening of his time, really achieving 90 years plus. It's not really a mean achievement. So we recognize that he was a mortal human creature and that at one time he will depart. But he has left a very, very rich legacy behind, and we shall ensure that his legacy will be a guiding star to us. Of course, we the Bachiga will also miss him because he is one of those prominent Bachiga. We recently, Shakasari passed on, now Kanyeihamba has also passed on. But they have left behind a great legacy which will keep inspiring us.
It is with sadness that we received the news of the passing of the late Kanyeihamba. We condole with the family of the bereaved, and we only hope and pray that God grants him eternal peace and his legacy will live on. The legal fraternity and the bench plus the bar will surely miss his wisdom. We shall miss the dissenting opinions that he had initially made, and we hope that we follow in his footsteps.
Appointed to the Supreme Court in 1997, Professor Kanyeihamba left a lasting impression. In 2006, he was one of 3 justices who called for the nullification of President Yoweri Museveni's re-election, citing massive electoral irregularities, a bold and rare stance in Uganda's judicial history.
As a judge of the Supreme Court of Uganda, he has been a judge who has been administering justice without fear, without favor, and without ill will. He was a fearless judge whom we respect and whom shall remain to respect, and whose judgments are good precedents in this country. So we shall miss George.
We are so saddened in Kigezi by the death of Justice Kanyeihamba, because he has been a trailblazer. He has been a flagship of Kigezi in as far as the legal fraternity is concerned. He was involved in so many initiatives, including drafting the 1995 Constitution. He was a justice of the Supreme Court. He was also a judge of the African Court of Justice. So we are so saddened by his death, and we hope that his family can be comforted in this very difficult time. The most important thing, or the most important contribution that he has made to this region, is being a role model to the so many young people from Kigezi to aspire and join the legal profession. So many people have become judges, so many people have become lawyers just because of him. The force of his example, as he presided over different court sessions, as he presided over different committees, cannot be underestimated. He was really the big son of the land.
Born in 1939 in Kinaba, Kanungu district, Kanyeihamba's academic journey was just as remarkable. From Hamura Church School through Kigezi High to Portsmouth University for his law degree, he later earned a Doctor of Laws from the University of Warwick in the 1970s. He later returned home to serve as Chancellor of Kabale University and Kampala International University, mentoring a generation of scholars, judges and public servants. The government is expected to release an official statement. Discussions are underway on whether he will be accorded an official burial, an honor many believe he richly deserves. A jurist, a scholar, a patriot, Professor George Kanyeihamba leaves behind a towering legacy written in the Constitution, echoed in courtrooms, and alive in the hearts of those he mentored.
Since you can see I've been checked out, apparently by the lawyers in my class, and I am not playing any role here, either as a lawyer or as a witness. May I get your permission to leave these proceedings? Because they themselves realized I had been ousted from defending